Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Danny, and I've decided that I wanted to do an outdoor video today, or maybe even a couple of outdoor videos today. So we're gonna head to a fishing spot, my favorite spot actually. I got a couple of things I want to do there. First things first, the truck is on empty, so we gotta get some gas. So pulling up to my favorite gas station up here on Almaville Road, about to get some fuel. And if you look over here on the side, it's also got a Dunkin' Donuts. We're probably gonna hit that too. Alright guys, so pulling into that gas station, there were a bunch of landscapers there, a bunch of folks filling up ice and getting fuel for their mowers. So I ditched my camera a little sooner than I would have liked to, but jumping on the interstate here, gonna take you to my favorite fishing hole, and it's been so long since I've been there that I had to kind of remember the best way to get there, based on where I was getting fuel earlier. So figured that part out. So probably won't film again until I got boots on the ground walking. But yeah, I got a special mail opening that I want to do, and I want to do it at my favorite spot, so y'all stay tuned, we'll get into it. Alright, so before we hit the trail, I'm actually enjoying a donut and a nice cup of Dunkin' coffee, and I'm looking over, and I don't know if you can see this through my window there. There's a deer walking around, and looks like it's limping pretty bad. We'll see if we can't check that dude out in just a minute. But yeah, we're gonna eat this, we're gonna hit the trail, and I'm gonna take you to my favorite spot. Y'all stay tuned. So for anyone interested in where we actually are, we're at the General Bragg Trailhead off the Greenway, which is off West College Street in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And I'm about to take you to my favorite spot on this trail, and kind of show you how to get there too. So walking to my spot, a little background, my connection to this place goes back to when my daughter ran high school cross country. She would come here on Saturday mornings during the summer with her team to practice, and I wouldn't run at that time. I would fish down by the river, and you know, they'd be out here an hour and a half, so I'd hit a bunch of spots, and so I found this one that we're going to be at here in just a moment. Okay, so up past the dog park on the trailhead here, you're going to come up to, it's like a, I guess they call this a culvert, and that is the path to my favorite spot. So we're going to get back here and we're going to see how high the water is and see if our feet are going to get wet, so stay tuned. Alright, so all these dead trees and things laying in the way used to not be here, so we're going to try to shimmy down this tree right here and try to get over to a place where we can cross. It's usually pretty shallow right here, but we actually need to get over to where those other fallen trees are. But there's a neat bird right there. But anyhow, we're going to try to get over here and see if we can't do what we came to do. Water's kind of up high, so we may be getting wet here in a minute. Stay tuned. Okay, so we're out in it, our feet are wet, but you can just see the beauty of this surrounding right here. Hopefully we're not gonna walk up on anybody and disturb anyone, but just a fabulous place. See some wildlife playing around down there, ducks, looks like birds. We're gonna get to our spot and see what happens next. Okay, so first things first, we have reached our spot and things look different. I can tell you, in the couple years since I've been here, I have caught fish all up and down this bank, in this little inlet right here. You can see we got some ducks, some mama duck babies. We got a whole bunch of ducks over there. Mallard couple just moved down that way. So let me get kind of set up to do what I want to do, and we'll maybe try to catch a fish or two right here. So stay tuned. We'll try to film this like this. So I was sent this box of goodies right here several months back by my friend who goes by the nickname of Tex. Watcher of the channel. He doesn't make content, but he likes watching outdoor stuff, and for some reason he kind of started liking my little channel, ripping cards and seeing the nostalgia of card collecting, like it was back in the late 80s, early 90s when we were kids, you know. And that's kind of the thing that I'm trying to do with my channel. That's why I named it 12 again, is because of trying to get back to the joy of it all. And I think some collectors lose sight of that. Some collectors, it's about money and about flipping cards, and I think it takes the joy right out of it. But anyhow, Tex and I connected, and he sent me this box right here, and I want to do an unboxing here at my favorite place. We'll do a quick spin, proof that I'm here. So let's get into it. So I'm using my backpack as a table here so that we can keep things off the ground. All right, so let's do an unveiling. Okay, so a while back I had sent, or a buddy of mine had given me a bunch of lures, and so then I sent a bunch of them to Tex. I didn't have any money in them. I just wanted to hook him up, like my buddy hooked me up, and I even sent him one of my favorite lures. And so Tex has repaid me here with a bunch of really cool stuff. So we'll start off with this Strike King spinner bait, that chartreuse and red 3/16. That's beautiful. I love that. All right, we got a Rattlebot crawl lipless crankbait. That's a neat looking lure. A big old whopper plopper, and I've got a bone colored whopper plopper I throw, and I love fishing with that. That top water hit just makes a big churn in the water, so I appreciate that. And then square bills. I love throwing square bills. I actually have one tied on right now. It's a KVD, so that's a Strike King Kevin Van Dam square bill crankbait. Beautiful colors on that. Look forward to tying that on. And then we've got, last but not least in this, we've got a Googan Squad little micro. So we may tie that on here in just a minute here at the river to see if we can't coax a little rock bass or something to hit it. And last but not least, we got this beautiful book here. Jimmy Houston has this book, Catch a Better Life, Daily Devotion and Fishing Tips. I'm actually subscribed to Jimmy Houston's page, that, or to his channel rather. And to Danny, good bass, and may God bless Jimmy Houston. That's he actually got it. Oh my word, Tex, I didn't know you'd done that. Ephesians 3:20. Wow, that's awesome. That is so beautiful, dude. Thank you so much for this. I look forward to getting into this and reading it, maybe keeping it at my desk at work. So Tex, thank you, buddy. So we're gonna put a couple of things back in here. I just can't believe that right there. So like I said, we may try to tie this on here in a minute. Forgive my camera work while I close it up. I do have a lure tied on, and first things first, I don't want to lose this. So I'm gonna flip the camera around. I'm actually gonna try to throw the little square bill I have tied on. It's an Academy Sports little square bill that's a shad color. I'm gonna toss it around. Used to, I could throw straight across there and catch little rock bass all day, but it looks like they've had a tree fall on that side as well. So first things first, let's see if we can't catch a fish. Let's see if we can't coax a bite, and then maybe we'll retie onto this and see what happens. Y'all stay tuned. All right, guys. All right, you ain't gonna believe this. First cast, we caught us a sunfish. First cast in on this little square bill. All right, so it looks like he's almost foul hooked in the eyeball. I'm gonna get that out of him, but I just wanted you to see that there are fish in here. I'll cast around a little bit. That's not the species I'm looking for. So we're gonna try to target something else, and then we'll tie on this other lure and see what happens. Okay, I kid you not, Second cast. Oh, I got to jump. I got that on camera. Second cast. Looks like we might have us a little smallmouth. All right, he's putting up a little fight here. Let's get him in. Let's get him in. All right, nice little smallmouth, or maybe that's a largemouth. Let's lip him and figure this out. So I'm 2 for 2. 2 casts, 2 fish, 2 different species. Beautiful little fish. Beautiful little fish. Let's get the release right here in the shallow water. Swim away, little guy. There he goes. Just like that. So let's do one more cast. One more cast, and let's see if we can't rustle up something else. These fish are eating, buddy. It's a nice kind of overcast day. Temperatures are nice. It's right at 7:17 in the morning. So let's do one more and let's see what happens. Okay, so we're not quite 3 casts. We're around 6 casts in. Looks like we've again kind of foul hooked somebody, but this is what we got this time. So we got us a nice little rock bass. So we're gonna get this dude unhooked, get a lip view, and then we're gonna switch lures. Stay tuned. All right, guys, so there is a little lip view of our fish. We're gonna put this dude in the water and then send him on his way. There you go. All right, so again, this is what I've been throwing. I'm gonna take this off. We're gonna tie on this other one and Tex, see if we can't catch some fish on your lure. Stay tuned. All right, guys, we got the little one tied on here. Got that black, orange, yellow color combination. It's got a little bit bigger lip on it, but with already catching 3 different species, maybe we can catch, well, pretty much anything in this water. So we're gonna chunk this around and see what happens. All right, so the bite's going cold. This one I think is diving just a little too deep here. It's 2 to 4 foot, and I can't seem to swim it right. I have a couple bluegills take swipes at it, but I'm gonna switch to my favorite lure, and Tex knows about that lure. I'm gonna switch to it. This is the one I was catching fish on earlier, and we'll throw my favorite lure around a minute. It's an Ozark Trail lure, and if that doesn't bite, we're gonna switch back to the shad color and then call it a day. Thanks for sticking with me. All right, guys, so I've chunked around here with my favorite lure, which I have never been skunked here before, for about 15 minutes now. I'm gonna switch back to my original lure to see if I can just catch something to close out with a catch, because I'm just trying to determine if that's just the hot color. All right, so y'all stay tuned. All right, well, I wound up catching a nice fish, and this is my current situation. So we're gonna unfortunately have to cut this video right here and go get this hook took out. So thanks for watching. Let's see what we can do with this. Okay, so current situation. We used the braid trick. Some guys were fishing near me. We broke that front treble hook off. We used the braid trick and got that hook out of my hand. Feels much better. Now I thought, how cool would it be with a 1 treble hook, little square bill, to catch one more fish before we leave? And actually, I don't know that I got it on film. The one that I caught that put this hook in my hand was actually a really nice bass. And when I had a hold of his body, and he shook real hard, and that's what got me. So we'll see if I can't catch one more to finish out the day now that I got the hook out. So let's see what happens. Okay. Some proof that it happened. We're skating him in here. Low rock bass on my 1 treble hook. 1 treble hook square bill. How about that, Tex? I didn't let it whoop me, buddy. So that's gonna do it for today's video, guys. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel if you hadn't already. Just know mama didn't raise no quitter. So I'm winning on that one. Peace out, guys. We'll catch you on the next one. Thanks.